Hey everyone, it's Kenji. I want to show you how I use a powerful blender to make really smooth things. So this is the way I would do it in a restaurant. So I've got my tomato soup base that I made on the stovetop. It's still pretty chunky. I've got it in this very powerful blender. I'm going to put the lid on. So you want to put a towel over the top of your soup, okay, of your blender, and you always want to start at the lowest possible speed. If you start pureeing the soup at a very, very high speed, your soup's going to kind of get overexcited and blow its top off. So you always want to start really nice and low and slowly build up speed. And this towel is to make sure that steam can escape and the top of the blender doesn't just blow right off. Now, while the blender is running is when you can add some extra fat, emulsify it in there if you like. It could be butter, I'm doing some olive oil, or you don't have to do anything. But with the blender running, you want to add your olive oil or butter or whatever it is that you're using to enrich and flavor your soup. So this is a conical fine mesh strainer. This is what you want to use for really, really smooth purees and sauces. So I'm going to pour my soup right into there. We'll go back and scrape that out later. Now there's several ways you can do this. If your soup is sort of thin enough, all you have to do is tap the side. You see? And that'll get the soup going through. If your soup ends up getting too thick or too chunky or it's not quite blended enough, you can use a ladle and kind of, you don't want to jam up and down because you'll splash the soup out, but you can kind of push slowly down. Imagine you're like kind of smearing the soup into the bottom of the strainer. So what you're really trying to do with this motion is you're, of course, trying to push the soup down, but you're also trying to kind of scrape off, you see, scrape the holes of the fine mesh strainer open again, clear any debris from them so that the liquid part of the soup can pass right through. And eventually you're going to wind up with a little bit of pulp in here that is not going to fit through, and that's totally fine. If you've got more soup, you can add it right back to the blender and hope that it purees down smoother the next time. On your last batch, you can just sort of discard it or eat it, feed it to the dog, whatever you want to do with it. Or you can just keep working at it till it goes all the way through. All right, and there you get nice, silky, velvety smooth purees and soups. All right, guys, gals, non-binary pals, see you next time.